Dear viewers, in this video, I'm going to explain how to do part modeling, assembly, and 2D drawings from the created part modeling and assembly using Solidworks. So we take an example exercise of flange coupling. So this is the drawing for the flange coupling. So here you can see I'm going to individually design every component and I'm going to assemble it. Finally, from the assembly and then part modeling, so I'm going to create a 2D drawing. Okay, so now we will start. So here this one is the bill of material where you can have how many components are involved in this assembly. So here we have totally 5 components and the last column represents the how many number of components in each part. Okay, so first we'll start up with the component number 1. This is component number 1. Okay, the component number 1 is flange. So I'm going to start with this putting this bigger circle and going to extrude it for 20 mm. Okay, the diameter of the bigger circle is I can get it from the side view, which is 190. Okay, so go to the SolidWorks, click on new file. So this one part, select the part as part modeling, click OK. The first thing you have to set is you have to set units. Okay, in the right bottom corner you can see the units, set it in millimeters, and then we can start our design. So first we have to make a 2D sketch and you have to extrude. Okay, so I'm going to select any one of these 3 planes. So I'm going to start my sketch on front plane, select front plane, sketch. So now you can see automatically the plane become normal to our vision. So in order to set it to normal too, so here you can have the option, so click here, so you can see this normal too. So whenever we make 2D sketches, we have to keep the screen and the plane or whatever the surface, we have to make it normal too, so that it would be easy for us to make the 2D sketches. If it is not, if so every time we can't go and click here, so rather you can set a shortcut key for this. So here you can see the settings icon, so click customize and go to the keyboard. So here we can set a shortcut key for this, type normal to. So here you go, here you will get the option. So here you can click and you can set a shortcut key whatever you want. So I already set a shortcut key for this. I set D for normal to. So whatever key you want you can set it. Okay, now click OK. So select the front plane and give sketch. So now here I am going to put a circle. So here you will have the options. Select the sketch toolbox. So select the circle. Always start from the center. Initially draw a circle for a rough diameter. Then using smart dimension you can control the diameter. Put 190 and then click OK. Go to the features. We have to extrude it for 20 mm. So keep the option blind. Then give 20 and enter 20 in distance, click OK. So now extruded for 20 mm, and then next I'm going to design this part, a shaft for 90 mm dia, and then extrude length we can find from this, so 75 minus 20. Okay, the solid shaft should be of a dia of 90 and then extrude should be for 55 mm, 75 minus 20. This shaft is having a hole, the diameter of the hole is 45, so you can get it from here, this view. Okay, so before proceeding to a sketch you have to select a surface. Either you can select this surface or this one. Okay, in order to rotate the object you have to press the center mouse button, hold it, that means the scroll button you have to press and hold it, and just if you move the mouse you can able to rotate the object, or else right click and you can see a separate option called rotate view. So by clicking this also you can rotate the object. So I'm going to select this surface, and you will have you will get a lot of options. So on the second line, second option, sketch, again keep the object normal too. So I'm going to have a circle for 90 mm. And features extrude it. So the extrude length is 75 minus 20, which is 55. Click OK. Again you keep blind. So now extruded. Next I'm going to put a hole at the center. So again now select this surface, sketch, circle. So the diameter is 45. Now we have to remove the material. Okay, so in order to make a hole we have to remove the material. For removing material you have to go for cut option. So here you can see extrude cut. Select this extrude cut. And in the instead of blind you select through all. So I want the hole to be throughout the component. Okay, so through all, click OK. So now I made a hole at the center. Then still next thing, so this small circles. Okay, uh, so now the details of the circles are given here. So it is a 4 hole. The diameter of each hole is 12 mm and it is equidistanced at a pitch circle diameter of 140. Okay, so first we'll select a surface. I'm going to select this surface, sketch. So first we'll have this pitch circle diameter for 140 mm. After putting this circle, select this circle and convert it into for construction. Okay, this circle we are just putting for putting that small circle. We need some reference. So for that purpose, so I'm putting this circle. So while extruding or extruding cut, while extrude boss or extruding cut, this sketch should not interfere with the this extruding sketch. Okay, so for this reason, so I'm going to convert it into for construction. So if you convert it into for construction, even though this sketch interfere with any solids line sketch, it will not throw any error. Okay, so click OK. So I'm going to have my small circle at the top. So the diameter of this circle is 12 mm. Okay, so we need 3 more such kind of circles at equidistance. So instead of putting each circle individually, so I'm here going to select circular sketch pattern. Below the linear sketch pattern you can have this option, circular sketch pattern, and then a reference. You have to select a point. So I'm going to select this point as my reference, and then the entities to pattern. You can see select here and you select this circle. So this is the entity I want to pattern it. So it is already equidistance is already selected. So here you can give the number of circles you want. Okay, so here I want 4. So 4 is already given as a default value. So select. So now I got 4 circles. Okay, now I'm going to, so in order to make a hole we have to use extrude cut. So select extrude cut, select through all and click OK. Now I made 4 holes. Next thing is we have to make this keyway. Okay, so one side the height of this keyway is 3 mm because the circle diameter is 45. So it is extended for 47.9 with a tolerance of positive tolerance of 0.2. So that means we can go up to 48.1. So I'm taking this as 3, and then this one we have to find it out from the given taper. Okay, so which is 1 and 1 is to 100. So this height we can calculate. So 1 is to 100, so 1 divided by 100. So what is the distance of this, what is the this distance, this 75, we have to take that 75 into 75. So that means we have to minus this 0.75 from this 3. So we'll get this height. So if I put minus 3, you get 2.25. Okay, so if you take this length, it is 14. Okay. So I'm going to have two rectangles, one on the surface. Select the surface sketch. So take a center rectangle. Initially put a rectangle for us dimension, then you can control it. 14. From here to center it should be 3. Okay. So after making this sketch, exit the sketch. Now rotate the object and select the surface sketch. Again take center rectangle. This one is 14. From the center to this one is 2.25. Okay, now exit the sketch. Now we have two sketches. Okay, so now I'm going to use a lofted cut option, this lofted cut. So already this sketch is selected. So now you have to select this sketch. So while selecting the sketches, you have to pick up the same corners. Okay, for example, if you take this first rectangle, I have selected this corner. In the second rectangle also, you have to select the corner that is in line with this corner. Okay, this corner. Okay, now click OK. Now you can see I made a hole here. There's a tapered keyway. So still next, what is left in component 1, then you have to give fillets. Okay, so all the sharp edges you have to convert into fillets. Okay, the fillet radius is given here. Commonly all fillet and rounds is having radius of 3. So you can go here, we can have the 3D fillet. So here in this option, here you can see under features, you can have this 3D fillet. Select this fillet, select this one, select this edge and then this edge. So here the radius is 3 mm. So give 3 and click OK. Now part 1 is completed. So now you can save it. Control S, flange. Now I'm going to close this one. Now I'll move to the second component. This is the second component, which is a shaft. Okay, so shaft length is not given, only diameter is given, which is 45, and then the keyway length is given, which is 90. So that means our length, the shaft should be more than 90. So I'm going to take 150. So this you can have it on your own because the length of the shaft varies based on the application. So here I'm going to take length as 150 and diameter is 45. So again go open a new file. Again first set the units. Select front plane sketch. So first make a circle for 45. Yes, click extrude. So the extrude length is 150 and you can set in blind. Okay, click. Next I have to make a keyway on this shaft. Okay, so it is 14 and then the height is 39.5 from here to here, from the start of the keyway. So the total is 45. So if we minus this 39.5, which is 5.5. Okay, so select this surface sketch. Again take a center rectangle. So I have a sketch like this. So this one is 14 and from this bottom to center it should be 5.5. Select. Again we have to remove the material, so extrude cut. So the extrude select blind, the distance is 90 mm. Rotate the object and also check it. Okay, click OK. Next thing is we have to put this chamfer. Okay, the chamfer distance is 2 and then angle is 45. So here under the fillet, so below the fillet you have a small arrow mark, click on that. So you can see chamfer, select this chamfer and select this edge. So here you can control the distance, give 2 and the angle is 45, click. So now the shaft is over, save it. So I'm going to close this one. So the next component is key, taper key. So the length of the taper key is 80. So this is 15 and this is 9. So this side we have to find out the height. So the taper is 1:100. So here we can go and calculate 1 divided by 100. And the length of the key is 80. Okay. So we have to subtract 0.8 from this 9. Okay, minus 9, which is 8.2. So select a new one, set units, then select front plane. So start your sketch from the center. So initially I'm going to put a line and then this line. So initially make a rough 2D sketch, then we can control the dimensions. This should be 80 and this should be 9 and this should be 8.2. Okay. Next, go and check the extrude. So you have to extrude for 14. Okay. So features, extrude length is 14. You can set blind, click OK. So component 3 is over, save it, taper key. Next component is what is the next component? This one. Okay, hexa bolt. So here we have to create a M12 thread. Okay, this M12 thread we have to create here. So initially first we'll start with this bolt head, which is of hexagonal shape. We have to extrude it for 8 mm. So go to Solidworks, close this one, open a new file, set units, front plane, sketch. So you select polygon, hexagonal bolt. So we have to put an hexagon. So type number of sides as 6 and then initially have put a hexagon for some rough dimension, then you can control the circle dia. So circle dia, so they didn't give, so we can have it on your own. So the center body diameter is 12, so it should be greater than 12. So we can have double the times of the body. So I'm going to have 24. So it should be extruded for a length of 8 mm. So extrude 8, select OK. Okay, now select the center surface, sketch. So take a circle. It is the diameter of the circle is 12 and the extrude length is, check it, 34 plus 18 which is 52. So now we have to create a thread for 18 mm on this body, on this stem. So it is M12 thread. So in order to create a thread, okay, so first select the surface, sketch, okay, normal to, and then select convert entity. If you select convert entity, automatically this edge becomes a sketch. Now come out of the sketch exit sketch. So take this circle as reference, this sketch as reference, go to the curves, select helix and spiral. So here we have to first initially set the path for this thread cutting. So here you can have different options to define this. So here we know only the height and the pitch. Okay, so height, so we want the thread for 18 mm. So for pitch you have to go and refer it. Okay, for M12 thread, what is the pitch? So it is default things, it is already available because these bolts and nuts are standard bolts and nuts. So we already have the defined or standard pitch value for all the types of bolts and nuts. So you have to go and refer it. For M12 it is 1.75. Okay, and then click reverse direction. Okay, and then this start angle you make it 0. Okay, so I will tell you later why we want to make it 0. So first make it 0 and then click OK. So we are going to use the sweep cut option, okay, to create the thread. Okay, for sweep cut we need a profile and a path. Okay, the path we created. Okay, the path just now I created this. This is my path. So I have to create a profile. Okay, so this profile we have to put it at the start of this curve. Okay, you can see the curve is this helix curve is starting here. Okay, so here I have to put the profile. So this point should come on any one of this plane. Okay, or else you can create any reference plane also. So if you give start angle as 0, then you will get this on top plane. Okay, neither top or right plane. Okay, that's the reason why I gave start angle as 0. So it would be easy that we can use the existing plane itself to put the profile. Or else say if you starting this curve at some other angle, then we have to go and create a reference plane on that point, and then we have to make our profile. So sketch. See here we have to make a triangular thread. So put a triangle. So take this as 3. So here we are going to cut inside. So this triangle should come like this. Okay. So initially put it for rough length. Okay. Then control the diameter of this inscribed circle. So you have to give the pitch. Pitch is 1.75. And instead of sharp this one is sharp, right? So we have to fillet this one. So the fillet radius should be I think the standard rule for this is it should be pitch divided by 8. Okay, whatever the pitch, you have to divide the pitch by 8. If I divide the pitch by 8, I will get 0.21. So you can select this one, then click OK. Now click OK and come out of the sketch. So now I have a profile. This is my profile and this is a path. Okay, so now you go to sweep cut. Okay, the first one you have to select the profile. Okay, this profile is already selected. Now select the second box. So now you select this one. Okay, so now I got a thread. Okay, now you can save this. So before this, we can check whether any fillet is there or not. So there is a chamfer given at the end of this bolt, and then we select this one, and then we'll have a fillet for just 3 mm. Okay. Okay, now control save, control S, save it, export. Next, the last component is nut. So it is hexagonal nut. So close this one. So open a new one. Part OK. Select the front plane. So before that, set the units. Front plane. So again hexagon, so number of 6. Okay, again I'm going to so you can use the same this 24 I gave for while designing the bolt. You can give the same 24. Okay, click OK, and then the extrude length is 10 mm. So features, don't extrude, 10 mm. So at the center we have to make a thread. So first make a hole, select this surface sketch. It is M12 thread, so the diameter should be, the whole diameter should be 12 mm. So set the diameter at 12. Features, extrude cut, select through all, click OK. Okay. Now we have to cut thread on the surface. Okay, so the same procedure, sweep cut we are going to use. Select this surface sketch. Okay. Create a circle. Don't give convert entity because here there are a lot of edges out there. All becomes a sketch. Okay, so put a circle. Okay, come out of the circle and then select the circle and put helix. Select helix and spiral. So here the height is 10, the pitch is same, start angle should be 0. Now select the top plane. So we have to find on which plane you are getting the, on which plane the this starting. Okay, here. So which comes on top plane, sketch. So now again we have to put a triangle. So this side triangle should come. Okay, this side, because this side only the material is there, so put the triangle like this and then 1.75 and then the fillet 0.21. Okay, now come out of the sketch, again go to sweep cut. So profile is already selected, now select the path, click OK. Now you can see thread is created, so thread is formed. Okay, now save it. This is X nut. So now I completed all 5 components. So next I'm going to do the assembly. So next we will see how to do assembly from the parts which I designed. Okay, so click on the new. So select the assembly module, click OK. Okay, now this is assembly module. So once you come into this, then it will ask you to import the part models. So you try to import one by one. Okay, don't import all the components at the same time. So initially I'm taking flange and then shaft. So first I will try to mate these 2 components, then I will bring the others one by one. So here you can see mate option, select this mate. Hey, select this and this surface, reverse alignment. Okay, this keyway should come on inner side. Okay, click OK. Okay, now mate this and this, and then this and this side. Okay, now the shaft is perfectly aligned with that keyway. Okay, next I'm going to bring in the key, taper key. So taper key. So this is a taper key, mate. Yes, this is a flat surface. Select this flat surface and it has to mate with this flat one. Okay. Click. So bring little bit outside. So select this surface. Remember, this taper should come outer side. This should go at the inner side. So select this one. Now these two perfectly aligned. Still this side movement we have to arrest. Okay, select this one and then select this. Okay. So the similar way we have to have one more set on the other side opposite to this two. So instead of bringing in the components again for alignment for mating, so here you can use this mirror option. So mirror or composite, you can see mirror component. So it is asking the mirror plane. So here I am going to select this surface as my mirror plane. So I want to mirror all these three components. So select all these three components and then give click on this green color tick. So I get it on the other side. So you no need to bring one more time all these components and you can to carry out the assembly. So instead you can use mirror option. Okay, now finally we'll lock these two flanges using a bolt and nut. So now I'm going to bring in the bolt and nut. So I'm going to bring both. So here we have 4 slots. So we have to put the bolt and nut in 4 slots. So I'm going to put only one. So other 3 I'm going to use this circular pattern. So you can see the circular compound pattern. So you no need to bring so another set for every hole. Okay. So instead you can use the same one and you can use this circular component pattern. Okay. So initially I will mate these two. Okay, mate. Select this one and then this one. And just little bit move this out and then select this one and then okay. Now we have to so here we can't have this concentric relation because here it is thread, there is no circular edge. Here it is having the circular edge, but here I couldn't able to select any circular edges. See, it is selecting as a surface. If I go close to this, you can see only one half of the edge is getting selected. So you will not get a concentric selection. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mate the planes. So here at the top and right plane of this bolt, this nut and then this bolt I'm going to mate. So go here, click open this tree. So open both X bolt, okay, bolt top plane and then nut top plane. Since I'm not getting any reference, so I'm going for this. Okay, next after this, then I'm going to make the right plane of this bolt as well as the right plane of the nut. Now you can see now it is perfectly aligned to this. Now the nut is perfectly aligned to the bolt. Now, so I'm going to lock it with this surface. So now the bolt is this nut is set onto the bolt. Okay. So next similarly we have to put this nut and bolt on all other 3 holes. So instead of bringing the another set, what I'm planned to use this circular component pattern. Select the circular component pattern. So here you have to select the any circular edge you can select. Okay, circular edge. So the pattern is this X bolt and then X nut. Okay, so here it is 360 degrees. So give equal spacing. So increase the number to 4. So automatically it will set perfectly onto the hole. Okay, so click OK. So this is the final assembly. Okay, so from next we have to make 2D drawings from the part model and then assembly. That I will put it as a separate video. So thanks for watching.